You are looking at a company that did the impossible. They took one of the most boring, commoditized products in the world, medical scrubs, and turned it into a lifestyle brand, a status symbol. For decades, doctors and nurses wore shapeless, uncomfortable potato sacks. Then came FIGS. Today, we are looking at the investment thesis for FIGS Inc. For a while, the market was skeptical. Growth slowed down in 2024, and profits were thin. But if you look at the documents we have analyzed today specifically, the financial turnaround in the third quarter of 2025, you will see a company that has found its second wind. We are going to dissect the data. We will look at how they swung from a loss to a solid profit in late 2025. We will analyze their three engines of future growth: the team's business, international expansion, and their new retail strategy. By the end of this video, you will understand why FIGS is positioning itself not just as an apparel company, but as the premier ecosystem for healthcare professionals. Part 1, the financial turnaround. Q3 2025 analysis. Let's start with the hard numbers. To understand where FIGS is going, we have to see where they have been. The fiscal year 2024 was a year of reset. Net income margins had compressed to just 0.5%. The market punished the stock for this lack of profitability. But fast forward to the Q3 2025 report. This is the pivotal moment. Net revenues hit $151.7 million, up about 8% from the previous year. That is steady, healthy growth. But the real story, the story that smart money is watching, is the bottom line. In Q3 2024, FIGS posted a net loss of $8.6 million. In Q3 2025, they posted a net income of $9.6 million. That is a massive swing. Look at the Adjusted EBITDA. It jumped from $4.8 million to $18.9 million. That is nearly a 4x increase year over year. What does this tell us? It tells us that the management team has successfully disciplined their operations. They are not just growing for growth's sake anymore. They are growing profitably. They have optimized their logistics, controlled their inventory, and refined their marketing spend. For an investor, this operating leverage is the most beautiful thing to see on a balance sheet. Part 2, the moat, a loyal army. Before we talk about the future, we have to acknowledge the foundation. FIGS has something most brands dream of: a replenishment model. Healthcare professionals need scrubs. They wear them every day. They get dirty. They wear out. They need new ones. As of September 2025, FIGS has 2.8 million active customers. These aren't one-time buyers. They are loyalists. This customer base provides a recurring revenue stream. That is far more predictable than traditional fashion. And they aren't just buying scrubs. The data shows they are buying non-scrub items: outerwear, compression socks, and footwear. FIGS has successfully captured the entire shift of a medical professional, from the commute to the hospital to the gym afterwards. Part 3. Future Growth Engine 1. Teams B2B. Now let's look at the future growth. The first engine is what they call teams. Historically, FIGS sold directly to individuals, DTC. But hospitals and large clinics want to outfit their entire staff in FIGS to look professional and unified. The 2025 filings highlight the strategic importance of the B2B teams business. This is a massive opportunity. Instead of selling one set of scrubs to one nurse, they can sell 500 sets to a hospital department. The acquisition cost for these customers is lower, and the order volume is significantly higher. We are seeing this segment become a larger piece of the revenue pie, providing a stable layer of growth on top of the consumer business. Part 4. Future Growth Engine 2. Retail and International. The second engine is physical retail and international expansion. FIGS is opening community hubs, physical stores. Why? Because seeing is believing. When a doctor feels the fabric, their proprietary FIONx technology, they convert. These stores also act as billboards, driving brand awareness in major cities. And then there is the international market. Healthcare is a global profession. The shortage of healthcare workers is a global problem. FIGS has barely scratched the surface outside of the United States. The 2025 reports show continued investment in localization and logistics to serve markets in Europe and beyond. This is the long-term runway. If FIGS can replicate their US success in just a few key international markets, the company could double in size over the next decade. Conclusion, the verdict. So, what is the verdict? FIGS has graduated. It is no longer a hype IPO stock. It is a mature, profitable business with a fortress balance. Sheet cash rich and debt light. They have proven they can make money. They have a loyal customer base of 2.8 million. People who literally save lives for a living. And they have multiple levers to pull for growth teams, retail and international. The risks are there, competition is rising, and consumer spending is unpredictable. But based on the data from 2025, FIGS is executing a masterclass in efficiency and brand building. For the patient investor, this Nike of healthcare looks ready to run.